I've been saying it for a very long time that I just feel like I'm too cool for you guys here in Nigeria. And it will not surprise me if I find out that I'm, like 76% Danish or Canadian, because there just has to be more to this beauty.
It's 10 with no buts.
Yes, it's human being. I cannot just be Nigerian. And I love the fact that we're talking about percentages, from your lineage. And this is because the Duchess of Sussex has come out to reveal that, from a genealogy test that she took recently, she is 43% Nigerian. People are talking about this, AV.
And we will talk about it here on Fees Unbothered. Guys, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
The gang is in the beauty. AB Akins here.
Gabby.
How you doing?
I feel good.
Yeah, because you just discovered that
because I'm just starting to feel that I've always known it. I cannot just be Nigerian.
So you just needed something to prove it to
I love that she's coming out to talk about this because it gives me that feeling that I'm about to find out what mine really is.
All right, you guys want to find out what we're about to talk about? Stay with us. We'll be right back after the short break. This is Fees Unbothered.
That's right.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Feels Unbothered.
So if you are like 40-something%, what again?
I said 76.
Oh, 76%.
76 AV.
76% what
76% Canadian. Actually.
Canadian, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, since everybody has been doing their research, I put it up. I've taken it as a responsibility. I put it upon myself that I'm going to go and carry out my test.
What are you hoping? What are you hoping to find?
I mean, there are a lot of suspicions
that
already that I'm 30% Canadian.
30%.
Yes. Wait, I'm not done. I'm really look at my skin now.
Oh, from your skin.
Look at my skin.
Okay.
What are you saying?
And I think I see it on your hair as well.
Do you understand? From my so I'm like 30 like maybe like 34% Canadian.
Okay.
Then there's like maybe another 27%
of what?
Jamaican.
Okay. How many percent Nigerian are you, AB?
I'm just 12% Nigerian. Just 12%.
I feel like for me, I'm like 0.00001% Nigerian. You guys don't deserve me. I'm sorry. I just have to say that.
Yeah,
but I mean, this is really nice that, she's coming out to talk about this because we know that she has a Caucasian father and we also know that she has an African American mother, so she's mixed race. Yeah. And if you look at it, a lot of African Americans, for a very long time have been doing, this tracing back their roots to find out where exactly they're from. Yeah. Because we know that slavery is what led to, Africans living in America and being Americans actually.
And not just America, but a lot of European countries as well.
Exactly, a lot of European countries. So I think it's good that she's actually doing this trace back, and...
the funny thing, I mean, a lot of us as Africans still have doubts that this, this test or this analogy checks out to be 100% true because we're like... you guys are just making up all this stuff. So you get me? I'm just saying, I'm speaking on behalf of the average African thoughts. You get me? But I mean, it's quite interesting and somewhat. I think I can say it's something to be proud about that we have a Nigerian in the British Royal Empire. As a Sussex, even if she and her husband are not really 100% accepted in the royal family because of her black background.
But it's not new because we've seen many people in the past, really popular people, really great celebrities who have traced their roots back to Nigeria in the past.
Yes,
I think there was one recently from Oprah Winfrey.
Camelonia.
Exactly.
A lot of rappers actually, a lot of people in the industry. It doesn't surprise me because
Nigeria is like one of the big, it's basically the giant of Africa. We are the most populous black nation.
Well, I mean, at some point, let's not even, I don't want to just hype that giant of Africa just yet.
You don't want to do that.
Yes,
but also, if you look at the slave, the history of slave trade, we'll see that a lot of these people were actually taken from Nigeria. So it doesn't even surprise us that the tracing is coming back.
Nigeria is we're a blessed country. We have geniuses. I mean, I saw a TikTok compilation of someone who was giving us the analogy of a lot of young Nigerians that are in diaspora, and I'm talking about 14-year-old. There's a 16-year-old lady who is already a PhD student.
A Nigerian, I guess.
A Nigerian, exactly. All right. A Nigerian. There's another guy that won the international world maths competition. Do you understand? And stuff like that. But then again, it's interesting to know that Meghan Markle is 43% Nigerian, while I am like a mix of Jamaica and
so see this thing now, AB. I don't know how proud are you to be Nigerian, because these people that are not Nigerians want to associate with us, and I know that a lot of Nigerians are messing up our image outside the country. But if you look at the people that are doing well,
they usually tell people these things, but they don't understand.
They don't know
the devil you know is better than the hey, you want to claim Nigeria? It's fine. It's all good.
Multina, share happiness.
Views Unpotted.
It's almost impossible for any artist here in Nigeria, in this part of the world, to leave their record label without any form of dispute, dissatisfaction from one party or both parties, or maybe breach of contract or something. And we are tracing it again to the Malian record crooner, Mohbad. Mohbad has been having a couple of issues.
Yeah, very recently
with the record label, Naira Marley, the boys involved, the management, the team, and it's gotten so bad that it has become physical of late. And I mean, just this week we saw a message that was put out officially on Mohbad's Instagram platform, Twitter platform. Every social media platform is on, saying that this is a statement from his legal team to terminate his record label deal with the Malian Music Records. And I believe that this is coming from some level of accusations that he has put forward in terms of physical abuse. And
I saw the letter. He was talking about breach of contract. He was saying that there's some royalties that were due him since 2019. Accusing the record label of not paying that. He also talked about advances that he wasn't paid. From the same record label, and as well as the assault thing. That he was talking about a couple of weeks ago. So the story came out, and where he was saying that he was assaulted by his record label.
Naira put out a couple of videos. Naira Marley did debunk it, and Bella Shmurda came out to support him, saying that there's a lot going on in the Malian music, and Naira Marley is lying. And though Naira Marley has not responded to Bella's statement, but of late it seems like they've been trying as much as possible to just sweep the issue under the carpet. But this statement put out by Mohbad shows that the accusations they were giving him to be overreacting based on the influence of drugs is no longer that, because he's now going with it the
obviously.
formal
so
way. It shows that there's more to it.
Yeah, so we can't sweep this away and just say he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever, because you can see that he's taking legal action right now. So
all right, guys, let's go on a short break. When we get back, we have more tea for you. This is Views Unpotted. Let's get to it.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Multina, share happiness.
Views Unpotted.
Welcome back to Views Unpotted, brought to you by Upfront and Personnel. The gang is staying in the building. ABK is here, and Gabby in the building.
In the building.
So what's up?
All right. So, I mean, Ibi, I just want to know, have you ever been in a place where you actually like, they talk about unemployment in Nigeria, but it looks like unemployment is, spread across, all of Africa and even many parts of the world.
Yeah, a lot of things are going on in the world right now.
Yes.
Like they're saying the world is in debt.
There's a lot, honestly. I don't know what's going on, but this is from Malawi, somewhere in Africa. A particular woman, got frustrated, trying to apply for jobs and wasn't getting any job. Frustrated with the unemployment issue. She takes her certificate, and that's the problem I have with social media now. Everything, you don't have to put everything on social media because
so it goes far.
You're burning your certificate. Why do you feel the need to show everybody? And in times past like this, we've seen it happen in Nigeria. Somebody comes out and complains about, I've not seen a job, puts a placard.
Something happened 2 months ago in Lautech where a guy came to return actually his certificate.
Yeah. That's very true. So there's frustration in the land. I was trying to tell you about how some people come out and put placards talking about how frustrated they are. They have a first class degree, and we've seen like a governor giving this person a job, but burning your certificate on a video and posting it on social media. I don't know how I feel about that. But the school has definitely shown us how they feel. This university, who goes by the name Export University somewhere in Malawi, now decided to take an action which involved revoking that certificate from the lady. So it means this lady never went to 4 years of schooling in that particular school. So
they revoked a bachelor's degree, and that means whatever she's holding does not stand, even if she has a photocopy or whatever it is, but she burns the original copy. And I think maybe one of the standing rules, we do not know because we've not done our findings in depth. It could be that maybe one of the standing rules of the university is to at no point or the other degrade.
Yeah, I don't think it's just that university. I think every university has that in their code of conduct. There's a way that you go about your relationship with your university, even as an alumni. There are things you still cannot do to defame. They can. A university can say we have nothing to do with you, and they can take your certificate away.
Yeah, I mean, she's supposed to have like some level of backup on their server, but right now, if they are revoking it, maybe she can go the legal way and now appeal, and they can now look into other things.
Legal way, but I don't know, because
it's possible.
Because people are saying that the school, if they're going to take a certificate away, they have to refund her school fees of all the years. But we all know that it doesn't work like that.
There's no going back. I mean, you're paying for the lectures, for the experience, and all that. And I mean, they deliver their own part. You deliver your own part to sit and listen.
Because if you've already burnt it, you're indirectly telling the school, I don't want to have anything to do with you again. So the school too is saying, okay, we don't want to have anything.
I mean, just like you said, it could be interpreted as some level of defamation from in terms of the school name and what they carry. So they don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff, and they're sending out a warning signal to any other person who would be graduating from that school or who is a student right now not to try anything like that.
I just hope that this doesn't, go further to affect this, lady's mental health, because I want to imagine that she's already frustrated. That's what led her to that action. And then now taking the certificate away from her, making her start from, It's
a lesson for those who will be frustrated or who are frustrated and would be considering trying that kind of stuff. I'm sure with that kind of response and reaction from the school, they definitely have to reconsider.
Hey, oh God. I don't know. I can't imagine my certificate being taken away from me. God forbid, evil.
That won't happen.
That won't happen. Definitely not. At this point, this is where we wrap up this particular show. It has been so much fun, but you need to join the conversation. Here we've talked about the Duchess of Success being 43% Nigerian, and we're trying to give her a name.
Like she looks like Delta.
I think she's Igbo to me, so I'm going to give her Ifeanyiwa. I'm going to give her Ifeoma,
Ifeanyiwa or Chioma.
Not Chioma.
Let's leave. Sorry. Let's leave Chioma. Let's not get Chioma.
Okay, so I'll go with Ifeanyiwa or Ifeoma, but I want to know what you guys, think about, a name that fits the Duchess of Success. All you need to do is drop that name in the comment section. Tell us what tribe you think she's from, and of course, tell us what name you think she will bear if she were 100% Nigerian.
Martha.
All right, so at this point, follow us on our YouTube channel at The Fuse, join the conversation, and follow us on our social media platform, which is Instagram at Fuse Local. You also find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby. Do well to follow us.
Link up with me on Instagram at AB_Akins, AB_AKYNZ. And that is a goodbye from all of us here in the studio. Guys,
stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.